Hi, this is Paper and Pause. I'm glad you're here. Today I wanted to walk through this project I made based on a tutorial by Tiffany at Let's Get Scrappy. It was her contribution to the Country Craft Creations New Year's Eve Crop at the Disco virtual crop, and it was a really great event. There were a lot of different projects that you could take part in and just use the resources you had in your stash. For this particular folio, I used this paper by Carta Bella, Welcome Winter, and I have so much left, which is great because I have enough to do at least another project. One of the things I really like about Carta Bella papers are the texture and also the fantastic sales that you can take part in from Echo Park. That particular kit I was able to get for $5 when they were doing some of their winter sales. So I highly recommend keeping track of that with Echo Park. Let's jump into this folio. It measures 5 inches by 6 and it has a 1-inch spine. And in order to have the closure, it's a magnet closure here. The thing that is really cool about this album, honestly, is that it's super sturdy and it's just made out of cardstock. It feels like it's a chipboard album, but it's just, what did I use? I think I used even 65-pound cardstock for this. My cover uses one of the 3x4 cut-aparts that I matted on mirror cardstock, and I utilized some stickers from the sticker sheet in the back, and one of my favorite little bits are these little pearl accents. I just think that they're so sweet and hearken to winter and a little bit of chill. When you open up the folio, you'll see that it's mirrored on either side. And one of the things I hope to do with my channel is talk about things that I wish I had done differently. One of them is that this little sticker here is supposed to be a text spot, but I did not powder the sucker good enough. And so I can't get down past this point. And, learning opportunity for me about powdering and maybe making sure things are really destickified before using them as I would a piece of paper. This folio opens up, and over on the left here we have 2 pockets where I put in some cut aparts. We can have a photo mat here or maybe an opportunity for some journaling. I made this tag, which I really enjoyed paper piecing these pieces together. And so we have photo opportunities and journaling opportunities right here. First thing, we come to this first flap and it opens, and then it also folds down. So you have photo opportunities here and here as well. I used a 3x4 cut apart for this flap and pocket setup. So let me walk you through that in just a second. One thing that this project highlights for me is just how magnificent inking edges can be. I will be the first one to say that I don't always like to take the time because it is time consuming, let's be honest. But for this paper in particular, it just added so much depth and texture. I popped this up on some foam dots, and I think it's just beautiful. It made me happy. So you open this flap and this one, and you have more places for photos here as well. And then you have actually this as a pocket. Now, and another thing that I wish I had done differently was this pocket is kind of tight. And so I think when I make this project again, because it's a great project, I really recommend you do it. I'm going to add in, I think, a little bit of a gusset for this pocket so we have a little bit more wiggle room, and maybe I could add in another tag or a cut apart in there. As we move over, oops, got to put it back together the right way. Isn't that always the case? Okay, there we go. As we move over to the right-hand side, we have another little tuck spot here that I got into the same problem with. So learning always with each and every project, don't we? More cut aparts and tags on this side. I tried to keep up Tiffany's mirroring with kind of how I designed my tags and what I included in these pockets, because I thought it was so cool to have the sides be able to open and follow along in the same way and reflect the same design. This flap over here, instead of opening down, flaps up for your photo opportunity. And we have some flaps here and another pocket here. We've got our 2 magnets, and there it is. A great folio project for you to try and use up some of your own materials. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for joining me on this walkthrough. Again, this is Paper and Pause. Thanks for taking a little pause with me today. Take care.